Hi everybody, it's Tammy and thank you for joining me today here in my craft room at Creative Girl Vintage. So I'm glad you're here because we're going to talk about vintage bundles, okay? These are not in my shop yet, but I'm going to tell you what day and what time that they will be, okay? And I'm also going to do a quick walkthrough on the pieces that I've put together for you. If you're not familiar with my bundles, they're just little groups of things that I have curated from all the things that I collect through the years, all the little vintage pieces I pick up at flea markets and thrifting, and put together just little groups of things that I know you'll enjoy for if you want to use them in your decorating or use them in your crafting projects. So I know you guys love the vintage bundles and I'm excited to share these with you. So let me show you what's coming up. Okay, the first thing I wanted to show you guys are the ephemera packs, okay? This one here I call Tammy's Tag Bundle. So in here, there's 24 pieces. There's everything from book pages to lace scraps to coffee-dyed fabric to crocheted trims to appliques to some flowers, seam binding. There's a vintage photo. And this is just really a nice little crafting stash to just have these bits and bobs on hand. There's blank craft tags in here, so you can make some tags and glue all this cute stuff on and do some projects out of that. So I have quite a few of those. Oh, and if you watched my video last week, this was the little vintage girl shadow box that I put together from the old frame with all the little vintage pieces in it. And so I promised you guys I would put her for sale. So she's going to be in the sale as well, one of my original pieces. And then right here, these are some more of my ephemera bundles. So let's see, let's just clip off this old earring here. We've got this lace. And so this is the Vintage Girl ephemera bundles, and inside you can see there's a lot of goodness going on here. This is just an old almanac from 1921. There's like old invoices and bills and advertising cards and playing cards, envelopes, correspondence, postcards, cabinet cards. This is really fun, and this is so nice if you're wanting to do your junk journals and you're wanting to use authentic vintage materials. I know I like to use like the old papers and the old things. So this is a fun little stash to have on hand for your journal making and for your crafting. And since we're kind of on the topic here of kind of the ephemera, this here is I call it the Gentleman Bundle. And look at this rhinestone brooch, you guys. Isn't that just wonderful? And this is just so pretty. This is an old crochet doily. And we'll just open that up. And inside are these beautiful old cabinet cards of the Gentleman. This one here is my favorite. And I know one of these had a date on it. It was 1901. And love these old cabinet cards. So that comes to you like so. I thought that was really pretty. And then this one here, let's take the vintage earring off of this one. A nice sparkly rhinestone earring and some satin ribbon. And look at this doily. Isn't this a beautiful doily? We'll just open that up and look at that. It's so pretty. And I'm thinking what this probably was maybe a cover for a chair's arm. You know how they used to put the little covers on the arms of the chairs? So it's very pretty and pink. This little girl, I think I showed her to you when I was showing you my flea market finds a couple weeks ago. She's in a frame. She would be really pretty altered. She's got a good look to her. And then also to go along with her, look at her. She looks like she's straight out of the 1920s by the look of her hair and her dress. And then here's another little lady to do some things with as well. I like these around Halloween because, I mean, no disrespect to this lady, but they're so cute to put a little witch hat on and maybe just kind of, you know, alter the frame all the way around. I just love that. I think that's just an adorable little craft project to do with these old photos. So these are the two little cabinet card packs that I have. Let me set this aside and let me show you what else I got. I always have this thing about horses. I don't know what it is. Vintage equestrian type things I love. So it's one of the things through the years that I always pick up when I see when I'm out and about. So this little bundle right here, if you love horses, look at this gorgeous little tray right here, this little dish. Isn't that just beautiful with the little horse? This is a little bit of ephemera here. This was a advertising, a Christmas card from a stable. This, I don't really know what this was cut off of, but it has a little picture of a horse. This is a vintage playing card, and I love the horse on this. This was a beautiful little horse I picked up at the flea market years ago. And this little guy here, this is a little enamel brooch with the little horse, which is so sweet. So this is just like a little equestrian bundle if you like horses and you like kind of little things, little horse collectibles. All right, so I think I showed you guys a sneak peek of this in one of my videos, and this one here in this gorgeous little box. Okay, we love the box, and inside we have a very delicate little doll. I mean, she is very, very, very delicate, and she's not in the world's greatest condition, but I don't know. I think that just makes her even more special. And inside the box, you'll find a vintage flower from an old hat. There's another beautiful rhinestone brooch inside of here. There's a little card with a pretty little fairy on it. There's a beautiful advertising card for toys and baskets. And there's some little scraps of old lace down here as well too. This is just beautiful lace down here in the bottom. And that's just a little, kind of a little pink paper down there with some flowers on it. So this is a really cute little bundle here, all wrapped up in a gorgeous little box. And this box is, this says Gunther's Sweets. So that's really cute. So the box itself, you know, you can probably find something to do with that as well. Okay, so here we have a little petite cigar box. And I love little cigar boxes. It has a little bird on it. This one's tied up with some vintage lace. And look inside, you guys. Isn't that so cute? I can't remember how many pieces are in here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe 15 or something like that. But there's like little babies, the pink satin ribbon. This is one of those little celluloid little lambs. And one of these darling little babies is in there. There's a beautiful cameo brooch. There's an old earring, and another pin, an old key. Here's a little bunny and little pieces from a bingo game. And underneath here is, it's another advertising card, which is so pretty. It's a little girl like riding a bird. So this is a darling, a darling bundle here. Just a real cute one with all kinds of good little things for your stash inside this one. All right, let me grab some more. All right, here is a little old bride doll, and she is just absolutely, she has so much lace going on here, and under her skirt, she's really pretty, and she has some little blue velvet flowers, and she has her little veil. She's really a sweet one, and included with her, there are some, tucked in here, some little wedding cards, little vintage wedding cards with pretty little graphics. That's sweet, the little bride on there. That are, it's always fun to have the old cards around. You can cut things out of them or use them for your projects. Okay, so she's a cutie. So speaking of dolls, this is the little Nancy Ann. There's a little vintage brooch, and I have her just tied up in a little vintage doily. She's got a little pink dress on, and she is actually stamped in the back Storybook Dolls, so she is an original, and she's in very, very loved condition. She's definitely not in pristine condition at all. I don't know about you guys, but I never mind. I just love everything in its loved vintage condition. And of course, this little lady right here, her little face would be so cute on a project. So I know somebody, one of you is going to find something really good to do with her. She's beautiful. And then I think I showed you this one when I was doing a sneak peek a couple videos ago, but this is the little ballerina tea cup and tea saucer. Let's see, let me turn that around so you can see that, the little ballerina on there. And inside is, of course, a little ballerina candle holder, a couple other little candle holders in pink. And also I tucked in here, there's another pink brooch in here. And I put it on a little piece of vintage crochet. And there's a authentic little box of birthday candles, vintage birthday candles. This is a sweet little set that could be good for crafting stash, or just maybe something you might want to do a little display with. Okay, let me grab some more. Okay, you guys, I have vintage bottle bundles, okay? And what these are, you know, my husband is the bottle digger, and so I raided like all of his stuff. He had such really good stuff. And I just put together little bundles for you. These are so sweet if you just want to use them for decorating, or you can alter the bottles. You know, it's a great little thing for your stash. And so most of them are, we've got beautiful little cabinet card photo, jewelry, ribbon, and a vintage postcard comes along with them. I did them in different colors, and they kind of coordinate all together really nice. This one here I wrapped up in this. Look at this old hanky. Isn't that gorgeous? And the old bottle, there's a cabinet card photo back there, old piece of advertising, some jewelry. And this one here is the, let me unclip this one. I love this little doily. It's like a little tatted doily. Isn't that so pretty? These are the little blue bromo bottles that, you know, they're not screw tops. These are nice and old, and these are so cute. And these are so cute for a window. I think this is a little piece from a French dictionary, and there's a little cabinet card and a really cute little colorful advertising card with that as well, with the jewelry. So those are vintage bottle bundles. And I just want to tell you now a little bit about the upcoming sale and what's going to happen. So the sale is Thursday, June 8th, and it's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm out here on the East Coast. I'm going to put reminders on my Instagram and my Facebook. So if you follow me over there, you'll get a reminder the day before and the day of. And anything you need to know, by the way, is going to be linked here in below this video. I will be selling out of my Etsy shop. And if you do not have an account over at Etsy, it's always worth going and signing up for one. It's a great community of vintage and handmade over there. And also, I think you can check out as a guest as well. So a couple of things I wanted you to keep in mind. Everything that I've showed you today is definitely in very loved and vintage condition. In the description of each listing, I have pretty much really good pictures. You can look at everything. If you have a question about anything, please feel free to reach out at any time to me. And I also just wanted to tell you one last thing to keep in mind. I had a sale. This has been a couple years ago, and I think it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was putting everything out at 2 o'clock. Everybody knew it. All my reminders were out. And so I just shot it all out there to the universe, and it didn't do anything. It just sat there. Something was wrong with Etsy that day, and it wasn't putting everything in my shop right at 2 o'clock. Well, I was about to have a panic attack. Messages were like shooting in at me, like, it's 2 o'clock, what's going on? Do you know, are you going to have your listings? And I really did almost have a nervous breakdown, you guys. I'm not lying. But eventually it all just came on. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was a little hesitant after that, like to be able to say, okay, 2 o'clock, I'm putting everything out, you know. So this time I'm starting to get my nerve back, but I think it'll be just fine. So just so you know, if all of a sudden it is 8 p.m. and you don't see anything, just give it a second, okay? Because sometimes, you know, loading up, putting in a lot of listings at one time just may take it a second to, you know, to get its mojo back and put everything in my shop. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough today. And there's a lot of cute little vintage things here. And I'll see you for our sale June 8th, this coming Thursday, 2023 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So wishing you guys the best day ever, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.